Hi there, my name is Cam, and in today's video we'll handle together one of the GMAT questions that is related to the sentence correction. So let's see it together. So in this video I will walk you through the theoretical part that you need to learn about the sentence correction, which I believe one of the most difficult questions that most our students ask for. So through this process, we will learn how to execute a sentence analysis in order to understand the components, and then after that we will be able to understand the connection between the elements in the sentence and then compare them to the parts that are needed to be examined by the GMAT test taker. So of course we have talked about that in previous videos, and that includes the agreement between the subject and verb, or the diction, or the rhetoric construction, or the grammatical construction. So in this video we will see an example of agreement between the subject and the verb. So let's see that together. The Glass House Mountains in Queensland, Australia were sighted in 1770 by the English navigator Captain James Cook, by whom they were named supposedly because its sheer wet rock glistened like glass. So you saw the question, and you saw that it contains a part that is underlined that shows that starts at by whom and it ends by because it's. And at that point, what I wanted to suggest you to do is that to look at the question from the widest perspective. I mean, to have the bird's eye view. And by that I mean you need to start analyzing the sentence from the beginning, identifying what is the subject, what is the verb, and what is the object. And that's what we call the SVO methodology. By doing that, you're able to identify the elements in each question, and then you will be able to identify the relation between the subject and the verb and the object, and like test or evaluate if this relation is grammatically correct and idiomatically acceptable. So in this case here, we will look at the example from the beginning, and then we will notice that the subject of this example is in plural form, and that is the word mountains. And while you are describing the sentence, you will reach to the point where you see that is wrongly described by a pronoun which is its, and at that point you will realize that there is a mismatch, or there is disagreement between the referent and the pronoun itself. So that immediately disqualifies answer A as a choice, and then enables you to look at the other answers, which is B, D, C, and D, looking for the answer that complies with the guessing and the prediction that you have made even before you went to the options. In fact, this is my strongest suggestion that I have for test takers, not to evaluate the questions themselves, the answers themselves, but to try to come up with a prediction to the answer, even at the end of reading the question or at the end of analyzing the question, because it will be the most correct form of work to save time and to save your effort. So having that said, we agree that answer A will not be the right answer. So let's look together. I would like to give you a minute or a moment to guess what the answer is. You have options B, C, D, and E. Please remember, the right answer is the answer that complies with the relation that we have talked about, which is the noun and the reference. So they have to match in number. So let's see that after the interval. So, as you saw, the right answer for this question was D, and I would like to take some moments to talk about the explanation of this. So actually it will be so helpful for you to use these notes in your training while you're working on the sentence correction, specifically in this category here, which is the agreement problem. So we have said that there was a mismatch between the subject and the referent in the sentence here, and we learned that it should be in plural form. So instead of using its, we should change it into the plural form, so that disqualifies automatically A and gives us the chance to look at the other answers, which are the B, D, C, and E. So by noticing the other options, you probably saw that two of them, which are the B and E and the B and C answers, have changed a little bit the relation between the sentences by changing the transition or the conjunction. And for this reason, and according to the preference of the GMAT test makers, we are not allowed to change the linking words or the transitions or the conjunctions, even if they look better, because if they look right at the beginning, we just need to focus and fix only the mistake that is found in the sentence, if any, of course. So as I said, in this example, we have found that the noun and the referent are not matching, and we removed A, we removed B, we removed C, and let's look at the answer E here. Answer E, probably you have noticed that it still does not solve the problem of mismatching between the noun and the referent. For this reason, you will eliminate E as well, and that leaves you with answer D in your hand. Of course, we just demonstrated one type of the problems that you see in the sentence correction. Please follow us in our channel to learn more about the other problems. Thank you for watching.